Hey guys, welcome to Reclaiming Your Reality. I'm MJ, and in today's video, we're going to talk about when you find yourself not feeling well throughout the day and not knowing why. This is something I've recently just come up against. I have been doing a lot of meditating and journaling, and I've changed a lot of stuff in my life in the last couple of months. I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very aware of the people I'm surrounding myself with. I'm aware of the environments I'm putting myself in, the places that I'm going, the movies that I'm watching. I'm just being very aware of what I'm taking in, because I'm realizing that the things you take in really can alter the vibrations you're putting back out, just in terms of reacting to the life around us. So in the last couple days, I'm finding myself just subconsciously not feeling well, and I wasn't really sure what was going on, and I've been fighting the urges to, fall down. And then today I thought to myself, what belief am I holding on to? And it must be subconscious, that is making me feel bad. And I don't even realize that I'm doing it, because I've found myself in the last couple of days just having to really hone in on my day to see where I was not feeling well. And it was always when I slipped into these subconscious thoughts of the past, of these old patterns. And I reflected and have been doing so much soul searching since I've asked myself that question this morning. What belief am I holding on to that's not serving me anymore? What belief am I holding on to that is making me feel the way I always would naturally feel, that I'm trying to change now to reclaim my reality by reclaiming my thoughts? So bringing awareness to the thoughts is really what is going to help us all reclaim our reality. So today I'm like, what is this belief? And it is something I've sort of come up against each time I've left a relationship. And it's something that I do believe is a reoccurring theme in my life, which it's time to focus on and really get to the bottom of. I I have removed a lot of people from my life that I felt were not serving my higher purpose. Not that they had anything wrong with them or that they were doing anything wrong, but I feel like there were some people in my life where the energy was just bouncing off each other. It was just causing a lot of provocation and combativeness. So I have been conscious of removing a lot of this stuff. And I realize today, what belief am I holding on to that's not really serving me? And I realize that I feel like I can take care of myself. I've taken care of myself from a very young age and have always been really good at taking care of myself. It's weird, it's almost hard to admit, but it's like, I realized today, I believe that I need somebody to need me in order to feel loved or worthy or good. And I've removed all of that from my life. And I've been on this path of feeling really good and focusing more on making these videos and developing myself into the world that I really want to be in. And this is it. I love consciousness. I love energy. I love alternate realities and quantum physics. And I love listening to this stuff and reading books about it and practicing it and seeing what works and doesn't work. And so I've been really focused on paying more attention to the things that really make me happy, and then spending more time doing those things. So today, when I really had to look at why am I still feeling sad all the time? Why is this still creeping in, and what is this all about? I realized that I have a need for people to need me. And then I really looked at all my old relationships, and I'm like, I would always pick people who were okay with me taking care of them or doing most of the stuff or whatever. But in exchange, I was wanting them to stay, to not go. That if I did all these things for them, that they would not leave me. And then I would be validated in feeling worthy or loved. That's a big one because I feel like I could cry a little bit when I'm saying it, which makes me think, holy shit, there's got to be validity to it, because I wouldn't have like all these feelings behind it, right? And it's a funny thing because in all the relationships I've ever had, I always would say to the people, like, I want you, but I don't need you. I want you, but I don't need you. And today I'm seeing that this need for somebody to need me is it's codependency. Like I wasn't picking jobs or businesses or friends or relationships or situations or whatever that were serving my greater good or serving my higher self and honoring me and respecting me for who I am, who you are, who we all are, which is perfection in ourselves just from being authentic and true to ourselves. You're perfect just the way you are in your authentic, real self. I mean, we all are. Each one of us are different, but different and unique and awesome in our own different ways, right? I mean, really, yes, because I mean, I could look around at everybody and everyone I see, I can definitely see something good in them, you know? So what happens that we get into these situations where we create these patterns that we bring to our adult life? And I believe mine came from childhood. My guess is that's where most of ours come from, are just patterns in our childhood. I looked at my childhood today and thought, my father was always happy and he was always pleasant, and in his own heart he would just walk around. You could see he was like always singing a song in his head. He just had love and happiness always inside him. My mother was a little bit more detached, I think, from her own happiness. And as a kid, I found that when I would clean, it would make my mom really, really happy. And it would make her pay attention to me. And it would make her, what I felt, love me more, because I did something for her. I gave her, a clean bathroom or a clean kitchen. And then I believe that I created this pattern in my childhood where I kept doing things so that my mother would need me. And if she needed me to clean the bathroom and she needed me to clean the living room or she needed me to do this, then she loved me and she would thank me and pay attention to me. There was a ton of us growing up. I grew up with 5 or 6 other kids at all times, and she loved us all, but she didn't have the time to, she was working 3 jobs, so was my father, but how could I get that attention? How could I get the validation of her love when there were so many of us? And it was through cleaning, and it was through doing things that made me feel like she needed me, and then I was validated. So now I'm an adult and I see that I've done that. I've created these patterns over and over and over again in my life, where I satisfy my own needs, my own codependencies, in picking people that I can serve. And in serving them, I'm serving myself. But it's not the right energy. It's not these are codependencies. These are voids I'm feeling in myself. This need for someone to need me is not me valuing myself. It's not me feeling worthy to choose somebody who can take care of themselves, who is whole and complete in themselves. And having me is just like a cherry on your sundae. Same for me, feeling whole and complete in myself and being able to take care of myself and feeling no void within myself than partnering with somebody who feels whole and complete in themselves and does not have that void in themselves. I can be their cherry on their sundae as they are my cherry, or whipped cream, or sprinkles, actually. Magic Shell. I freaking love Magic Shell. I know. It's old school. It's 80s style. Anyone who has Magic Shell still or knows what I'm talking about, comment below, because Magic Shell is awesome on ice cream. It's awesome. Anyway, I digress. So, I'm here today to say I'm coming to the conclusion that I have codependency issues and I have a need for people to need me. And today I am going to bring tons of awareness to that, tons of awareness to it. I'm going to honor it. I'm going to feel it. If I think about it later, which I probably will when I'm taking a shower, and I want to cry, I'm just going to cry. I'm just going to feel it and embrace it and be super aware of it. And I believe from just having the awareness of it and being conscious of it now, I can make sure to never recreate that situation again. And I can have a chance at something that is a real, what's the word I'm looking for? A real partnership, something that is only making us better, not taking away from each other. Because that's what codependency was. You know, I was taking from her and she was taking from me. She was no better or worse off. I think we were just playing out roles that were satisfying us at that time. So everybody I've dated has been amazing. I've been very lucky and very blessed to have had wonderful people in my life. But I'm here today to say that I think I'm getting to the bottom of this and we're going to just blast through it. And I'm going to pay a lot of attention to, because I think this is going to be more paramount for me, is to, yes, it's important to not recreate those situations, but I'm not interested in being in a relationship right now. I'm interested in having friends and building more friendships, but I'm taking a break from that because I want to soul search and I want to align myself better and feel more whole and complete. And then I do believe that the right one will come and it will be aligned in the right way. So I'm a little bit detached from that right now. But the bigger thing that I think I need to focus on with this conclusion is these feelings that were coming up through the last couple days that I didn't have awareness of when I was not feeling so great throughout the last couple days. And I had to really analyze and police every single thought that I had to figure out what was causing this sadness, because there was nothing in my environment, nothing had changed. And so being super, super conscious of all of my thoughts moving forward now from today and this realization, I think for me is going to be one of the bigger challenges than recreating a relationship, since I'm slightly detached from that. But I am not detached from being unconscious still, I believe, because I just fell into it again for a couple days. So anyway, moving forward, I'm really going to be conscious of all of my thoughts. I'm going to make sure that I don't allow myself to absorb the sabotaging thoughts that are coming through. And I'm going to honor them and just feel them out and just release them, because they were patterns from the past and they were part of me, and that's super cool. They served a purpose for a while, but now that I'm acknowledging them and seeing them, they're not serving a purpose. What they're doing is making me feel bad throughout the day. So I'm going to just bring awareness to them and release them and make them not part of my life anymore. And that is going to take discipline. It just takes discipline and coaching yourself through it every time the thoughts come up, to not sabotage yourself or beat yourself up, but just to feel it, let it go, or just choose another thought. And choosing new thoughts, you choose your new reality. All right, guys, comment below. Tell me if you can relate. Remember, you're worth it. I'm worth it. So let's do the work. Have a great day, guys.